What's up, everybody? It's your main man. Oh, wait a minute. I'm a little too far. I got screwed over. Oh, hello. What's up, everybody? It's your main man, Betta, back here and again, and welcome back to the Not Your Mama's Fantasy Football League Volume 8. And this is the Week 1 Power Rankings. Let's get into it. Society. Okay, welcome back to the program. We're going to jump right into the 12th place team in these here rankings. And it is Team Robs. That's right. Evan did battle with the weekend, and unfortunately, he did not come out on top. Got decimated by 3 points. We both would have lost to everybody. We were the... We were the worst performing teams all week, so what can we say here? Had he played Chris Olave instead of Terry McLaurin, or instead of Devonta, what? If he had played any of the other quarterbacks he had J.J. McCarthy, there was a combination of players Evan had, like Keon Coleman, Chris Olave, J.J. McCarthy. He would have got like 115 points this week, which would have beat a lot of teams. So, still a lot of talented players on his team, but right now, 12 players. So, we move on to the 11th place team. 11th place team in these here rankings, and who is it? It's Deez Nix. Deez Nix. Oop. Little voice crack there. Tanner had a rough go of it in week 1. Jamar Chase getting 3.6 points ain't going to cut the mustard. What else? Xavier Worthy going down. That's not good. This is what fantasy's all about for our man Tanner. Ricky Pearsall with about 13 points on his bench would not have been enough to pull this one out. So better luck next time, Mr. T. We'll see if he can take on O-Side Way to go and get his first win of the season. We move on to the 10th place team in these here rankings, and it is Betta with Chedda. Yes. Didn't get enough points to win. So, therefore, he lost. Outscored by his opponent, as it were. Evan Ingram, Jerome Ford, Matthew Golden, and the Eagles' defense combined for 9 points. That's not going to be enough. Let's see. Kyle Pitts scored more than 9 points and was on his bench, which is also, that's kind of fun. What else can we say? Had he played Michael Pittman Jr. instead of Matthew Golden, and had he played Kyle Pitts instead of Jerome Ford, would have finished with 107.5 points. And who knows? That's more than he did. We'll move right along from the 10th place team to the 9th place team. And the 9th place team in these here rankings is... And it's... Oh, wait. It's... It's Master Cook! Down 7 slots. In the biggest... Or one of the biggest changes of the power rankings from the top down to 9th place, I say. Really just tied for second in a magical way. But 9th place for all intents and purposes. He lost to Dork. He can take solace in knowing that Dork would have beat anybody. Okay. Baker Mayfield looked good. Okay. But Christian McCaffrey, although he scored an okay amount of points, he's already a little gimped up even after week 1. It sounds like the Seahawks defense, although they might lose a lot of games, they do put a hurt on you. Gonna need guys like Mark Andrews to score more than 1 point. as well. And Ravens defense ain't going to usually give you -3 points. That was just, whatever that was. So Allen will bounce back. I have no doubt. We're going to move on to the 8th place team. And the 8th place team in these rankings is Osai. Go, baby. Okay, baby. Down 4 slots to 8th place. And what? This was the closest matchup of the week. Either team could have won if they had just, gotten a little extra juice. Heck. Had he played almost anybody on his bench, like Rashid Shaheed, Keenan Allen, Trey Benson, Demario Douglas, those guys were all on his bench. Had he put any of those guys in instead of A.J. Brown, he would have won this week. But no one's going to do that. You're going to play A.J. Brown. You drafted him high. He's one of your star players. You're going to go A.J. Brown. But that's fantasy, You think and then it doesn't happen. So, still got Jaden Daniels, Derrick Henry, who look amazing. He's going to look to bounce back this week. And we move on to the 7th place team in these year rankings. The 7th place team in these year rankings is Moldy Biscuits. Moldy Biscuits, down 4, taking a step. So, took the L, Michael did, against Katie's Grand Salami time. Well, winning going into Monday Night Football, it's always a little tricky. She was down by some points, had a couple players left, and wouldn't you know it, she came out with the victory. Let's see. Who knows what's going to happen with Quinshawn Judkins, but maybe that'll be the, Quinshawn Judkins got a reaction. We'll see if he gets a reaction from the rest of the league. We're going to move on to the 6th place team, and these are the teams that actually won their week, so good for them. We're going to start with 6th place team. 6th place team, easy win. So weekend at Logan. Thought I'd bring him into the mix here. Weekend at Logan's. I was losing going into Monday Night Football, I believe, and Aaron Jones, for whatever reason, decided to get a touchdown, and he won it. I won. That's how I won. Although I don't foresee getting a lot of wins, scoring less than 80 points. I think that had more to do. Yeah? Oh, yeah? Is that good? Okay. More to do with my opponent. So, what can we say? We'll see what happens moving forward. Going to move right along to the 5th place team. And this is... 5th place team is... It's College Funds, baby! Up a few spots. Great way to start the year. Corey getting the win. Justin Herbert, Colts defense, Tyler Loop combined for 60 points. That's not too shabby. So, Debo even threw down 19 points in his debut with the Commanders, which is, if Debo does stuff like that, that's not going to be a problem for this team, I expect. Move right along to the 4th place team, because I think the baby is starting to run out of his patience. 4th place team in easy rankings, and it's the Ghost of Bongtown. That's right. Puka and Jalen Hurts were the backbone of this team, combining for over 42 points. And, let's see. I'm sure he'd like to go back in time and put Travis Etienne in there instead of Amarian Hampton for another 10 overall points. But in order to improve to 2-0, he'll need to take on Dork, who outscored the league this week. So that'll be a tough road to hoe. Move on to the 3rd place team. 3rd place team in this rankings, and it's Grand Salami time. That's right, it's Katie's team. I said she's got the juice, and she's 1-0. So, Bijan, Patrick Mahomes, James Cook, Garrett Wilson, those 4 players combined for almost 90 points. That would have beat some of the teams this week, just those 4 guys. So, pretty sure that's pretty darn good. She takes on Betta with Chedda this week. I'm sure she wants to continue this whole winning thing. We'll move on to the 2nd place team. Woof. 2nd place team in this year rankings, and it's Dork. I'm putting Dork at 2. From the bottom, to the top. Dork should be the number one team based on this week 1 performance. I mean, heck, Josh Allen scoring 43 points. If he does that every week, then this is the best team in our league because no one else is going to do that. Josh Allen, Saquon, Zay Flowers combined for about 84 points. So those 3 players just... what can we say? He, takes on... What is it? I think it goes to Bongtown. Somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to lose. So he's either going to go 1-1 or 2-0. And of course, first place team in these year rankings. Logan, can you do it with me? Can you do it with me? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. No, okay. It's the fancy lads. In order to be the man, you got to beat. So far, the reigning defending champion, although he didn't score the most points this week, and he got the win by the hair of his chinny chin chin, a win's a win, no matter what color or shade. So, I also think Darren's team's a really good team, and he beat him by less than 1 point, which is unbelievable. It's a great way for the defending champion to start his season. And he had the balls, the cojones, to throw out week 1 3 rookie receivers, Tet McMillan, Travis Hunter, and Emeka Egbuka, which combined for 37 plus points between those 3 rookies. I mean, that's pretty cool. What else can we say? This week, he takes on the very good Master Cook, who I believe I put in these rankings somewhere around the 9th place. Is Master Cook gonna shoot up the rankings, or is he gonna stay down? Down, boy. Down. So, let's keep this vibe train going into week 2. Logan, anything to say? You got anything to add, boy? No? Hey, boy. Anything to say? Okay, Huh? Okay. That's all I got this week. To the next week.